Well, it was a pathetic game, a truly pathetic game for the Seattle Mariners, who continue to waste away any opportunity at making the playoffs. It is incredible how bad this team has become. I don't understand what is happening to my Mariners. You see, I got the Seahawks posters in the background. I don't even want to display the Mariners posters right now. That is how disgusted I am with this baseball team. It's not that they were so bad today. They were getting on base. They were, the pitching was okay until the end, but it was just a lack of energy once again, a lack of effort once again. We're seeing this team struggle in so many ways, in so many basic ways. The Mariners, 8 hits, they only 1 walk though. They struck out 14 times and they left 7 guys on base. They just struggled with converting. They had opportunities. Victor Robles was on base twice. Jorge Polanco was on base twice. They had opportunities. Mitch Haniger went 2 for 2. I mean, guys who haven't been playing well actually got on base, and what happened? Well, Julio is a big reason why. He strikes out with the bases loaded in the 9th inning, once again proving Julio Rodriguez has not had a good season this year. I'm sorry, he just hasn't. If you think he has, you're wrong. He's batting .265, .690 OPS, and he did collect 1 hit today. He had a single, but he struck out with the bases loaded, down by 5. He could have put us back in the game right there. But what happens? No, he strikes out to end the game, and that happens all too often with Julio Rodriguez. Jorge Polanco was the only guy with an extra base hit in today's game. It was a double, and even that was not enough to save the Mariners. Justin Turner 0 for 4. Dylan Moore, who is really, really slumping. Dylan Moore's batting average is now 199. His OPS is down to 684. Dylan Moore cannot be an everyday player. He went 0 for 4 today. I feel like he hasn't had a hit in like a bajillion games. I'm interested to look actually at his stats. Yeah, Dylan Moore, in his last 7 games, he's hitting 130. In his last 30 games, he is hitting 180. He has been, to put it plainly, he has been terrible. Terrible. Randy Arozarena, 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts. How's that for great trade deadline acquisition? By the way, Dylan Moore had 4 strikeouts as well. He was 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. Garver, 0 for 3. He's hitting 165, 614 OPS. Don't tell me this offense is good. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to me. You're lying to anyone. This team is not good. I'm sorry, they're just not. Victor Robles, he did steal a base. I guess he's your player of the game. He went 2 for 5 with a run batted in and a stolen base. Or you could say Polanco, player of the game. Maybe I'll give it to Polanco. 2 for 4 with a run batted in and a double. But it was just a bad game. Luis Castillo, he gives up 4 earned runs in 5 innings. His ERA sitting now at 3.51, 6 strikeouts, 2 home runs. And he allowed home runs off of the bats of Isaiah Kiner-Falefa and Rowdy Tellez. I mean, come on. Rowdy Tellez, this guy is not that good. Rowdy Tellez is hitting 250 with a 698 OPS this year. Don't be letting Tellez and Kiner-Falefa hit home runs off of you. Kiner-Falefa is not a power hitter. He's only has 8 home runs this season. I mean, I know that'd be he'd be like the 5th best power hitter on the Mariners, but that's not what I'm saying. He's not a good hitter. He's not a good power hitter. Don't let these bums score on you. They lost 10 games in a row, and now they've beaten us handily twice. That's not good. Anyone who's defending this Mariners team right now, you just stop. Like, there's nothing to defend right now. There's nothing. Yeah, we're 2 games above 500, but that proves nothing because we're in the easiest freaking division in the history of the MLB. And Houston, they might lose again to the White Sox tonight. They're tied right now. If Houston loses, we're still only 3 games back, and I still have 0 confidence because this team is playing like garbage. If you watch the 8th inning, Randy Arozarena is out here dropping fly balls in the outfield after he strikes out 5 times today. I mean, come on. How are you displaying such lack of effort? I get that these guys are tired. I get they've been playing a lot. I get that they're stressed and there's a lot of pressure, but dude, the only way your day can get worse from 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts is to drop a routine fly ball in left field that lets a run score. And that's exactly what he did. I mean, come on, people. What is wrong? How do we fix this? I'm about ready to say we need to completely burn the system down because this thing is going way. I said 2.5 weeks ago, I said the wheels had fallen off the bus. After that, we patched the wheels, right? We traded for Randy Arozarena. We traded for Justin Turner. We traded for JT Chargois, who, by the way, has been awful since he got here. JT Chargois, his ERA now up to 2.01. He's literally, his ERA has gone up by 0.8 since he got here. That's terrible. I mean, it's just been an absolutely disaster. We fixed the wheels, but we went to a second-rate auto dealership to fix them. So their wheels are still broken. Their wheels are still flat, and the Astros are still ahead of us, and where there's no catching up. I mean, there's no catching up. I don't see how you can reconcile this. This is 5 losses in a row. This is the third time in the span of the last 30 days that we've lost 5 games in a row. How do you play like this? I mean, are we even going to have a winning record this year? We're 63-61. We might not have a winning record this year. There's 38 games to go. If we want to make the playoffs, we're going to have to go probably 25-13 is probably about what we need to go to make the playoffs. Do you think we can go 25-13 in the next 38 games? Does anybody, the way we're playing right now, does anybody, I mean, look at that right there. Luke Raley botching a ball out in right field. I mean, how are we this incompetent? Defensively, we should not be this bad. I'm watching Luke Raley and Randy Arozarena make blunders in the outfield on routine balls. I mean, yeah, that wouldn't have saved us, but that could have saved a couple runs. Then instead of 7-2, it's 5-2, and then maybe Julio doesn't press as much in the ninth. I don't know, guys. All I'm saying is this is just bad. This is just not good. It's not fun to watch. Nobody wants to watch this. Nobody. No fan in their right mind should want to pay for this. No fan in their right mind should want to pay to watch Root Sports. I mean, you wonder why people aren't subscribing to Root Sports, because this team is freaking terrible. Who wants to watch this on Root Sports? Not me. I don't want to watch it on Root Sports. I wouldn't pay for it. Who wants to watch the games in live attendance? I wouldn't. Why would I? I'm just going to lose. I've been to 4 games this year. The last 2, we lost 6-1 to the Angels, and the one before that, we lost 2-0. Like, come on, man. Come on. When is it going to get better? I don't see how this thing is going to get better, because we've done all we can. You know, JP Crawford's going to come back from an injury. That's maybe that'll upgrade slightly, but you know, JP this year has barely been better than Dylan Moore, and that's saying something, because Dylan Moore's been pretty darn bad this year. Ever since June, Dylan Moore's been like the worst player in baseball. It's just a disaster, guys. It is a disaster. Mariners are 3 games back. I know this seems like a rant. That's because, I mean, look at this. What are we doing here, Randy? What are we doing here? Off the glove. I mean, come on. Come on. Can we just play competent baseball? Can we just, all I'm asking for is competent baseball. It's right off of his glove. It's a routine fly ball. I mean, come on. Look, yeah, he had to run, but he should have made that catch. We didn't trade for him so he could drop fly balls and strike out 5 times a game for us. That's not what he's here for. He's here to help us win games. Since we traded for Randy Arozarena, we're a 500 baseball team. So yeah, we've been better. Not really, though. Not really. And guess who we play next? Guess who we play next? We play the Dodgers. The Dodgers is who we play next. So get ready to get swept again by the Dodgers. Or probably not. Probably we'll come out and score 15 runs against the Dodgers and actually look good. And then we'll go get swept by the freaking A's, because that's what we do. We win against good teams, but we lose against bad teams. Why are we losing against bad teams? Because we don't have energy and we are not prepared against these teams. I mean, are we just not scouting the opposition? Are we not scouting opposing pitchers well enough? Are we just taking these teams for granted and not even preparing before the games? I don't know. I don't want to say it's a lack of preparation. I am saying it's a lack of energy, and I don't think this team is focused enough on winning baseball games. And you know whose fault that is? Number one, it's on the players, but you know who else's fault? It's on Scott Service. So I think Scott Service, if I was Jerry DiPoto, I would fire him today. I would. I'd fire him today. I know that's an unpopular take among Mariners fans, but it's true. I'd fire him today. I would not let this thing go on for any longer. This experiment has gone on for way too long. It's the worst batting average in the MLB and the best ERA in the MLB, but I'm sorry, that doesn't work. Because you know what that makes? 30 on one side, number 1 on the other side. You know what that makes you? 15, right smack dab in the middle. We're mid, we're average. We are just the most mid baseball team, and we are wasting a historic opportunity to make the playoffs. It is disgusting. It is I don't have any other words. That's it for this post game. I'll see you guys tomorrow.